A disturbing picture of alleged land irregularities involving the Odisha Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation IDCO has come to light, raising serious questions about alleged selective enforcement, official complicity and the misuse of industrial land in Bhubaneswar's Chandaka industrial estate. While land allotment for industrial purposes often remain unused for years without cancellation, IDCO appears to have gone out of its way to allegedly defend and justify the actions of a particular private entity, prompting allegation of false representation and institutional biases. What now emerged is a detailed account of an alleged industrial land scam, access to documents obtained under the Right to Information Act. Industrial land allegedly grabbed, IDCO accused of looking the other way. Information accessed by OTV under the RTI Act reveals multiple layers of alleged irregularities in the Chandaka industrial area, including a plot located just behind the OTV office, plainly visible to the public. Before examining the full details, check these two images that tell a story of their own. One image dates back to March 3, 2024, showing the plot largely vacant except for a small structure. The second image, taken recently, shows a massive multi-story building standing on the same land. Official records reveal that nearly 14 years ago, IDCO has leased this plot to one Alliance Computer Telephony India Private Limited for setting up a software industry. However, despite the absence of any visible industrial activity for years, the lease was never cancelled. RTI reply versus ground reality. According to IDCO's RTI response, a small unit was shown as operational at the site on July 18, 2022. However, visuals captured by OTV on March 3, 2024 clearly show the ground reality. An asbestos-roofed structure cluttered with waste, raising serious doubts about what kind of operational unit was functioning there, if at all. The RTI reply further reveals that in December 2024, IDCO granted approval for construction of an S+1 structure, ground plus one floor. However, ground verification shows that 4 additional floors have already been constructed and the structure suggests even more floors may be added. Shockingly, although the building plan approval was granted for a software industry, an auditorium was already been constructed inside the premises, raising questions about gross violations of approved land use and norms. Who certified the unit as operational? This brings up a series of unanswered questions. Which IDCO official conducted the site inspection in 2022 and certified that a unit was operational? Why was the lease not cancelled despite years of non-utilization? Had any officers been held accountable for violating IDCO's own rules? Has any disciplinary action been taken against erring officials? On these critical questions, IDCO has maintained complete silence. Allegations of false advocacy and institutional complicity. Instead of initiating action, IDCO is now accused of acting as an advocate for the company. This has created serious suspicion that IDCO may have knowingly made false representations to protect the lease. On one hand, IDCO is allegedly suffering revenue losses due to misuse of industrial land. On the other, its institutional credibility is now under serious threat. The larger question remains, will the Industries Department step in and take action, or is IDCO bending facts to serve vested interest? Transfer application raises new red flags. The matter has become even more serious with revelations that in December 2024, Alliance Computer applied to IDCO not only for plan approval but also sought permission to transfer the project to Mrs. Kalinga Production and Marketing Private Limited. This development has intensified suspicion that the building is likely to be handed over to an entity linked to KIIT. Earlier in a WhatsApp response, KIIT's Chief Public Relations Officer had stated that KIIT has no connection whatsoever with the project. However, documents accessed by OTV now allegedly established links between KIIT and the concerned entity. Notice issued, construction continues. In response to queries, IDCO stated in its RTI reply that a notice was issued to Allianz Computer for construction carried out in violation of approved plans. However, beyond issuing the notice, no further action appears to have been taken. Even as IDCO remains silent, construction continues at a rapid pace, with additional floors coming up one after another, raising questions about the effectiveness and intent of regulatory oversight. The central question: who is IDCO under pressure from and whose interests are being protected? How did a company that took land approval for a software firm manage to build a massive auditorium and multi-story structure? Why was enforcement stopped at issuing notices while alleged violations continue unabated? OTV sought a response from the managing director of IDCO on why the lease was not cancelled even after 3 years of inactivity and why no action was taken against responsible officials. No response has been received so far.